Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for July. I've already shuffled the cards and thrown down your spread. So this is a general reading for anyone under the Gemini influence. This is where you are now. This is the challenge you face, the resources you can use. This is what are the hidden forces. What is the potential outcome? Okay. Two major arcanas here in reverse on the top line. You have the Magician and Death. Two swords cards, Five of Swords and Ace of Swords, and then the Two of Cups here is in reverse. Okay. What I feel is here, Gemini, is that there is some kind of conflict or some kind of, there's a dialogue going on here. There's like an ongoing conversation perhaps with someone that maybe you've had tension with in the past, someone that may be difficult to communicate with, but somehow this person is very compelling to you. I feel that. But what I'm actually really feeling is that this person is not really healthy for you. There's something unhealthy about this connection. So like how I'm seeing this right now is like these four cards are all connected and it's describing the situation that you're in with the person. And this card here is kind of standing by itself saying like, if you handle this the right way and actually just dissociate yourself from this person or disconnect from this person, which is actually a really unhealthy energy for you to be in, then you can have a fresh, clean start and a greater sense of clarity, and almost like it's like a light bulb goes on when you finally realize that what's actually been going on here with this person is really, really not good for you. I'm going to pull one room as well for what the spiritual lesson is in your situation. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm getting here with this Five of Swords and the Magician reverse is that you're dealing with a person who's a bit manipulative, someone who's a bully. This person could even like be described potentially as a narcissist. I see these two cards as very narcissistic, and having them both together kind of spells trouble. Magician reverse is a very cunning kind of energy. It can be really dishonest. It can be very manipulative. It can be someone who wants to use someone else's energy for their own gain. And then this Five of Swords energy is someone who is likes to debate, likes to argue, likes to have confrontation, but not to actually have, like you can see the two figures in the back, they're walking off defeated. This person is just like bullying and wants to kind of be right and not actually hear what other people have to say. It's a very overpowering energy, and their goal is to just win the conversation or win the argument and not really listen. It's not a dialogue with equality in it, right? So I'm feeling that these two cards are describing someone that you're dealing with. Now, this card is in the position of what resources can you use. Having the Death here in the reverse is saying like, it's really time to move on from this energy. It's time to walk away. There is something unhealthy here. And Two of Cups in reverse in the position of the hidden forces is also explaining that this relationship is really not healthy. Two of Cups, it's like Two of Cups in reverse is like you're not being met by this person in a way of equality. It feels very disjointed here. The connection is very unequal. So Death in reverse is definitely an indicator that it's time to close out. It's time to close out this cycle. It's time to close out this energy. Time to walk away. But because it's in reverse, I feel like you maybe have known this for a while and you've been perhaps avoiding it. You might be like afraid to move on. You could be afraid of change. You could be afraid of letting go because there's something here obviously that's compelling. There's also some, like for a lot of people, relationships offer this like comfort and familiarity even if things are not healthy. I want to say here though with this is that you need to understand that you cannot change this person. I think some of you might be feeling like you could love this person so much that they could heal and that they could change, they could grow, they could evolve. But that's a really unhealthy and unrealistic expectation. This person has their personality traits and their archetype very firmly ingrained in their person, in their being. And if they want to change, it has to come from inside because they want to, not because of any kind of external sources of energy that they're tapping into. Okay. Now, while I'm saying all this, please be aware that this energy could be reversed, and I might be actually describing you here in this situation. You could be the toxic, manipulative person. I've certainly known some Geminis to exhibit a lot of the qualities that I'm describing here. So please be honest here about yourself and this reading, and work with this energy if it's resonating for you. Now, again, back to the Death in reverse. It is a suggestion here that you could be avoiding letting go, especially if this is a romantic situation. And I do feel like it is with this Two of Cups in the reverse. You might be having a hard time letting go because you've invested a lot and you have feelings, your heart is involved. But like I said, the qualities that this person is exhibiting are fairly ingrained, and I don't think it's going to be easy at all, or even if at all possible, to influence them by loving them to get them to change. So this could be a very confronting reading for you, Gemini. I hope that if you're resonating with these messages, that you're receiving this in a timely way, in a supportive way. That's the way it's intended, that's the way it's delivered. Now, the Two of Cups in reverse, again, as I said, it's like some kind of unhealthy, unequal, difficult relationship that is not in balance. It is not a healthy union here. And I think it's time for you to maybe really acknowledge that and realize that. Pay heed to this message. Because you trying here is just, it really, it's like pulling on your energy so much. It's taking too much from you, and it's not nurturing and giving you back anything in return. This is a lot of mind games here. I don't like this energy. I really don't like this energy at all. But what I do like is this Ace of Swords, the Ace of Crystals in the potential outcome here. This is telling me that you can have a new beginning. You can have a new fresh start. You can understand with, like I said, this is kind of a light bulb energy for me, the Ace of Swords. It's like you have a sudden and profound realization of clarity that helps you see exactly where you are in a situation. And from that point, you can make empowered decisions and take action. But this is super dysfunctional. Now, we haven't talked about the rune yet. Let's get into it. This rune is about value, okay? Self-worth, self-value. It can also be about like physical possessions or money, income, abundance, property, things like that. But I'm seeing it in terms of the rest of this reading, and this very much is saying to me here that there is something in this energy that is pulling on your self-esteem and making you feel some kind of like discord or lack of personal self-esteem, personal will. And I feel like that's the effect that this person has on you. But having said that, nobody can make you feel that way. People can only reflect or enhance what we have within us, right? So if that's what if you in this energy, you feel not worthy, or you feel any kind of like attachment, connection, bondage to this thing which is unhealthy, or if you feel some kind of like, if in this relationship you feel not good about yourself, bitch, run. Realize where you are, realize who you're dealing with, and get the fuck out. I don't know what else to say here. It's pretty clear, this reading, for me. You're dealing with a manipulative person who could potentially be a narcissist, that is a bully, that is like overbearing, that is always playing the victim as well. Death in reverse saying it's time to realize that you cannot repair anything here, and it's time to get out. You're in a relationship which is not equal, it's not harmonious, it's not nurturing, it's not stable, it's not healthy. The message here is that you're learning about your self-esteem. It's never too late. It's never too late to step away from something. Don't feel like because you've invested so much that you can't, or don't feel like you don't have the strength or the confidence or the resources to make a new start. You do, you can, you have, and you must. You must get out here and make a new start. You've got to find the confidence within to trust yourself enough to know that this is not going anywhere. It's not going to improve. This is really unhealthy. And it's time to find enough self-love and self-compassion to do what you know is right, and that is to walk away from this. Don't be afraid to make changes here. What's ahead of you might be difficult, but it's going to be fucking hella better than this bullshit. Time to move on. The potential here in this reading is a realization. This is a realization. It's a light bulb moment. This is a moment of clarity and brilliance of mind where you understand exactly what kind of fuckery you've been dealing with. Because maybe until now, you have been unsure if this energy is really what you've been feeling. Because you're a compassionate and empathic and loving person. You might have been dealing with this for so long, not realizing the level of mind games that's actually been going on here. And so this realization moment is really important. And it's really important that once you have this moment of realization and clarity that you act on it. Because it can be easy to get stuck in this loop here. This is like a never-ending hamster wheel unless you take some definitive action based on self-love and self-compassion and leave this energy behind. Like I said, stop thinking you can fix this person. Stop thinking you can love them enough that they will heal and that they will change. Not possible. It's time for you to realize and step away. Make a new beginning for yourself and leave this behind because it's not going anywhere. Gemini, that was a really hard reading. I'm very sorry to have to be so sharp with my words, but that was the way that the message was presented to me, so I just passed it on. I hope you found some things in there you can work with. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.